Sri Anwar Ibrahim, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, as well as the Chair of ASEAN 2025. We're honored to welcome His Excellency Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, and esteemed Chair of ASEAN for 2025. Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim. Now, under Malaysia's capable and visionary leadership this year, ASEAN has advanced with a strong focus on inclusivity, meaningful reform.
Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim, the Honourable Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Well, Malaysia's commitment to deepening ASEAN integration has been evident through its proactive support. A historic step for the ASEAN family, Malaysia has championed a forward-looking agenda that prioritizes economic resilience, digital innovation and sustainable development, while reinforcing the ASEAN's unity amid the evolving global challenges. Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim. As the Chair, Malaysia will continue to guide ASEAN with wisdom and dedication, fostering stronger partnerships and building a community that is more responsive, cohesive, and future-ready. We warmly welcome Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim to the significant gathering as more.
Pas ku ditanya, "Dek, kapan nikah?" Ku jadi inget series Santri Pilihan Bunda. Ada santri ganteng dan alim. Gue pakai cerita itu aja deh. Semua ini karena series-series di video yang nyelamatin hidup gue. Video lebih dari hiburan.
Shed leadership in shaping the region's response to evolving global challenges itself, be it in terms of climate change, to digital transformation, economic resilience. The security cooperation actually remain a key pillar. Renewed commitments to address transnational threats and promote peace in this region. That the summit further enhance ASEAN's participation and partnerships with global players. It reinforces the strategic position on the world stage. This moment would highlight ASEAN's continued commitment to unity in diversity, bringing together member states, institutions, and partners under a common regional vision. Ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare the meeting to begin, we'll take this time to thank all of our partners, from line ministers to research bodies, development agencies to sectoral leaders and medias who have worked alongside ASEAN to bring this initiative to life. Today is not an end point, but it is a continuation of our journey together, one that places sustainability and inclusivity at its heart. Now, across the past few days, meetings have taken place behind the scenes, with senior officials deliberating over policy alignment to economic strategies and inclusive governance. And what we see is the visible outcome of those tireless efforts, from strengthening cross-border collaboration to supporting future-proof economies. Today's will actually embody the next chapter of ASEAN cooperation. And now arriving, His Excellency Cyril, the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste. This marks a proud milestone as Timor-Leste takes yet another meaningful step towards a full ASEAN membership. We warmly welcome His Excellency Prime Minister Cyril of Timor-Leste.
announcing the arrival of His Excellency, Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste.
A proud milestone as Timor-Leste takes yet another meaningful step toward full ASEAN membership. Having conversation with Dr. Sri Anwar Ibrahim, the Prime Minister of Malaysia and Chair of ASEAN. Now, Timor-Leste's journey reflects the shared aspirations of Southeast Asia's diverse peoples for peace, to cooperation and shared prosperity. Under Prime Minister Guzman's leadership, the nation is actively contributing to the strengthening of ASEAN's community-building efforts. We look forward to Timor-Leste's continued engagement and its future as an integral member of ASEAN. Welcome, Timor-Leste. Now, some of the efforts being discussed for the economic integration to regional value chains. Under the ASEAN Economic Community Blueprint 2025, from 2015 to 2024, the ASEAN's GDP actually grew significantly. Intra-regional trade to investment surge and services trade boom. The outcome of it was that ASEAN's connectivity and economic integration is gaining real traction, which Malaysia is helping to steer. And when we talk about regional growth, it's not about numbers, it's about how opportunities flow from one country to the next. Welcome, Timor-Leste. And about a week ago, the 16th of October 2025, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, has formally endorsed the 2026 to 2030 ASEAN Plan of Action for Energy Cooperation, which aims to raise the share of renewable electricity. We warmly welcome His Excellency Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin of the Kingdom of Thailand. Thailand carries a proud legacy of diplomacy, and they are the key driver in advancing ASEAN's regional economic integration. Since stewardship, Thailand continues to champion efforts that foster inclusive growth, strengthen regional infrastructure, and promoting environmental sustainability across Southeast Asia. We are honored to have Thailand's leadership at this important gathering, further reinforcing ASEAN's unity and shared vision for a prosperous and resilient region. Welcome, Your Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Thailand.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency, Prime Minister of the Republic of Singapore.
His Excellency Lee Hsien Loong, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Singapore. Now, Singapore remains a leader in innovation, digital transformation, and ASEAN economic strategy, reinforcing future-ready cooperation across the region. A warm welcome to Your Excellency. As Singapore continuing to be a driving force within ASEAN, they're leading the way in innovation, digital transformation, and regional economic strategy. Its forward-thinking policies and commitment to sustainability help shape ASEAN's vision for a resilient and future-ready community. As well as promoting connectivity that benefits all members.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency, Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia.
His Excellency Dr. Hun Manet, the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia, who represents a new generation of leadership in Cambodia. Inclusive and connected Southeast Asia. With its visionary of leadership, Cambodia is further strengthening its role in fostering a stable, inclusive, open, and well-connected Southeast Asia. We're honored to have His Excellency join us today as ASEAN continues to build
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency,
community.
Prime Minister of the Lao People's Democratic Republic.
And now arriving His Excellency Sanae Silva, the Prime Minister of the Lao People's Democratic Republic, Lao PDR. Lao has been a vital contributor to ASEAN's vision of a people-centered and inclusive community. Under the leadership of His Excellency, Lao continues to advance the efforts in regional connectivity to sustainable development and narrowing the development gap across ASEAN. As Lao prepares to assume the ASEAN Chairmanship in 2026, His Excellency presence today is a strong signal of cooperation, continuity, and shared ambition for a resilient and forward-looking region. In May this year, ASEAN held a historic summit in Kuala Lumpur with various parties focusing on enhanced economic and trade cooperation amid the global trade tensions. Now, strengthening the ASEAN's external relations through strategic roles, such as the 10+3 senior officials meeting and Lao itself, highlighting the unified ASEAN responses to non-traditional security threats, to digital and aviation safety, climate change, and external partnerships. A very warm welcome to His Excellency.
Because you're a good person, that is why. Try to go there. Find first corruption. Then it's everyone. It's everyone. Unfortunate.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency, Prime Minister of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam.
Now, His Excellency Vo Van Thuong, the President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. It is a nation central to ASEAN's vision to dynamic growth and regional cooperation. We extend a warm welcome to His Excellency. Now, Vietnam stands as a vibrant and dynamic force within ASEAN, playing a central role in advancing regional growth, cooperation, and sustainable development. Its strategic location and robust economic progress exemplify ASEAN's vision of an integrated and prosperous community. Under President Vo Van Thuong's leadership, Vietnam continues to champion initiatives that strengthen connectivity, deepen partnerships, and promote peace and stability across Southeast Asia. We're honored to have Vietnam's continued commitment in shaping ASEAN's future. Welcome, Your Excellency. Now, ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, stands as a powerful testament to regional cooperation and unity amidst diversity. It was founded on principles of mutual respect, peaceful dialogue, and shared prosperity, with ASEAN growing into a dynamic community that champions economic integration, political stability, and cultural exchange across Southeast Asia. In a more rapidly changing world, ASEAN will continue to adapt and innovate.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency Secretary General of the United Nations.
We are deeply honored by the presence of His Excellency António Guterres, the Secretary General of the United Nations, who is leading the United Nations with steadfast commitment to peace, multilateralism, to sustainable development. Now, his partnership today reflects a very strong and growing partnership between ASEAN and the UN, rooted in shared principle of dialogue, international cooperation, and mutual respect for the rules-based order. ASEAN deeply values the United Nations' continued support in addressing global challenges, from climate action and conflict prevention to the sustainable development goals. Warm welcome to His Excellency António Guterres. Now, looking ahead, ASEAN is committed to driving forward reforms and initiatives that would ensure that the region will remain future ready.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency Prime Minister of Canada.
The Honourable Mark Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada. Now, his presence today marks a strong reaffirmation of Canada's enduring partnership with ASEAN. Canada itself has long supported ASEAN's vision of a peaceful, inclusive, and rules-based regional order. As a key dialogue partner, Canada continues to collaborate with ASEAN in various areas, such as climate resilience, economic innovation, digital transformation, and people-to-people connectivity. Prime Minister Carney brings with him a wealth of global leadership experience, and his participation today in the summit, signaling Canada's ongoing commitment to deeper cooperation with Southeast Asia. Now, beyond economics, ASEAN serves as a crucial platform for addressing complex regional challenges. It has transformed from a loose association into a cohesive community with far-reaching influence, not only within the region but also on the global stage. It has successfully fostered economic integration through initiatives such as the ASEAN Economic Community to the ASEAN Summit itself, enabling a greater thread, investment and connectivity among member countries. The ASEAN Way, emphasizing consultation, consensus and non-interference. It will continue to be a guiding principle that allows member states to navigate complex regional issues together. With its commitment to regional integration, it has driven economic growth, enabling millions to benefit from expanded markets across border and improved connectivity.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency, President of the European Council.
We extend a very warm welcome to President António Costa, representing the European Union, long-standing and strategic partner of ASEAN. Now, the EU-ASEAN relationship is built on shared values, sustainability, to human development, and a deep commitment to peace and rules-based international order. As one of ASEAN's earliest dialogue partners, the European Union continues to play a crucial role in advancing regional cooperation through green transition, connectivity, trade, digital innovation. President Costa's presence today reaffirms the EU's commitment to ASEAN centrality and its strategic engagement in the Indo-Pacific. Let us welcome the Honourable President of the European Council as he joins us for this important occasion. Strengthening ASEAN's collective voice as the global stage is enhancing its ability to advocate for rules-based international order, mutual respect, and peaceful dispute resolution. With ASEAN strategic partnerships with various countries across the continents, demonstrating its evolving role as a hub for international cooperation and multilateralism. Now, the spirit of ASEAN transcends beyond politics, fostering cultural exchange and mutual understanding that build bridges among peoples and nations. Now, today's celebrations will reaffirm ASEAN's dedication to combating the transnational challenges from cyber crime and pandemics to terrorism and human trafficking. As global dynamics shift, ASEAN's balanced approach between major powers helps maintain peace and prevent conflict in the region. Enshrines the commitment of member states to peaceful resolution of disputes and adherence to international law. With digital economies rising, ASEAN is focused on strengthening cyber security and promoting digital literacy across the region. Now, with the inclusion of Timor-Leste as a prospective member signals ASEAN's openness and willingness to grow stronger and more inclusive, reflecting the expanding horizons of regional cooperation.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency, President of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste.
The Honorable Jose Maria Teres, the head of government of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste. We warmly welcome the Honorable Jose Maria, representing Timor-Leste, a nation that continues to make meaningful strides in its journey towards full ASEAN membership.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency, President of the Republic of Indonesia.
Now, the Honorable Host's participation at the summit signals not just a diplomatic presence, but a growing and enduring partnership that will strengthen the ASEAN's community in the years to come. His Excellency Joko Widodo, the President of the Republic of Indonesia. Now, as the world's third largest democracy and a founding member of ASEAN, Indonesia continues to be a central voice in ASEAN's geopolitical identity and global engagement. Welcome, Your Excellency. Indonesia has consistently played a pivotal role in shaping the strategic direction of the region. With its vast reach to dynamic economy and enduring commitment to multilateralism, Indonesia actually remains a cornerstone of ASEAN's centrality, unity, and international engagement. Championing as ASEAN's collective voice on the global stage, advocated for regional resilience, and reinforced the importance of inclusive development. President Joko Widodo. We're currently extending warm and respectful welcome to each leader as they step forward to represent the nation on the important regional stage. Witnessing the arrival of these 16 leaders, whose presence today signifies not only their commitment to ASEAN's vision, but also the importance of deepening ties in an increasingly interconnected world. Bullet. Now, looking ahead, the future looks promising, with focus areas expanding to include climate action, digital connectivity, infrastructure investment, youth and education exchanges. Now, the preparations to meeting that we've been seeing is not just reactive, but visionary, preparing all of our regions for a shared and sustainable growth. One of the factors was education, as it isn't just a national issue, it's regional. The frameworks show that we're building connectivity beyond borders.
Arrival of His Excellency, President of the Federative Republic of Brazil.
The Honorable Luiz Inacio Lula da Silva, President of the Federative Republic of Brazil. We extend a warm and distinguished welcome to President Lula, representing Brazil, a valued global partner and a key voice in the global south. Brazil's presence today reflects a deepening ASEAN-Latin America engagement, rooted in shared aspirations for climate action, inclusive development, multilateralism, and South-South cooperation as the largest economy in South America and a leader in global sustainability discourse. Brazil brings a powerful perspective to regional and international collaboration. Under his leadership, especially on social justice, the environment, and global equity, it resonates strongly with ASEAN's priorities. Let us warmly welcome His Excellency as he joins this significant gathering of regional and global leaders.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency, President of the Republic of South Africa.
The Honorable Cyril Ramaphosa, the President of the Republic of South Africa. We're honored to welcome President Ramaphosa, representing South Africa, as a prominent partner in the global South and a leading voice in promoting inclusive development, peace building, and multilateral cooperation. With South Africa's engagement with ASEAN, it reflects a shared commitment to a rules-based international order, sustainable growth, and South-South collaboration. A key member of the African Union and BRICS, South Africa continues to advocate for balanced global governance and economic equity. President Ramaphosa's leadership in advancing reconciliation to democratic values and economic reform will offer valuable perspective in today's complex global landscape.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency, President of the Republic of the Philippines and spouse.
The arrival of the Honorable Ferdinand Marcos Jr., the President of the Republic of the Philippines. Now, as a nation with strategic geographic importance, the Philippines play a very critical role in advancing ASEAN's maritime security agenda, fostering a dialogue on territorial integrity and promoting sustainable use of marine resources. The Honorable Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s leadership will continue to strengthen the country's active engagement in
Announcing
ASEAN's
the
collective
arrival
efforts.
of His Majesty, Sultan and Yang di-Pertuan of Brunei Darussalam.
His Majesty Sultan Haji Hassanan Bolkiah Sultan and Yang di-Pertuan of Brunei Darussalam. A respected voice in ASEAN's journey toward unity, stability, and sustainable development. His Majesty has been a steadfast advocate of ASEAN unity, peace and moderation. With His Majesty's leadership, Brunei continues to play a pivotal role in shaping ASEAN's direction, particularly in areas of maritime cooperation, socio-economic development, regional stability. With His Majesty's presence, it reaffirms Brunei's enduring commitment to ASEAN's shared vision, a community grounded in mutual respect, regional resilience, and forward-looking cooperation. His Majesty Sultan Haji Hassanan Bolkiah Izzadin Daulah Ibni Almarhum Sultan Haji Omar Ali Safruddin Saidul Khairi Wadin Sultan and Yang di-Pertuan of Brunei Darussalam. As the final dignitaries make their entrance, we thank you for your attention, as these arrivals remind us not only of ASEAN's diversity, but of its shared mission to act as one, to grow together, and to lead with a collective voice in the global arena. Let the day's events now unfold, guided by vision, trust, and enduring spirit of ASEAN cooperation. Now, the Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity AMPAC 2025 supports physical, institutional to people connectivity. Looking into the energy and climate action, the ASEAN Plan of Action for Energy Cooperation 2026 to 2030, targeting about 45% of renewable electricity share and 40% of energy intensity reduction, to climate resilience, disaster risk reduction, and sustainable urban development that are central to ASEAN's green agenda. Looking into youth and education, the ASEAN Youth Dialogue empowered youth engagement on climate, human rights to health. The common space in Southeast Asian higher education was advanced, building the academic mobility and regional qualifications framework. From TVET, digital skills and inclusivity are high on the education agenda. To social cultural progress, efforts are focused on narrowing the development gap, gender equality, promoting human dignity across member states. To ASEAN, strengthening public health system, labor protection and social safety as post-pandemic. Now, for the institutional reform to future readiness as a nation, ASEAN, there is a shared momentum for the reform, enhancing the efficiency, conversations between leaders, responsiveness, and agility in global affairs. Malaysia's 2025 chairmanship has emphasized reform, inclusion, digital innovation, and strengthening community building.
Distinguished guests, a round of applause as we announce the arrival
For the remarkable sight of the
government of
ASEAN as the states
and
and
guests
governments
of the chair.
conversation is more than ceremonial entrance, a powerful vision of ASEAN's enduring unity, trust, and shared purpose, reflecting the strength of mutual respect, dialogue, conversation, and the region's commitment to progress together, side by side. Among them are leaders representing over 600 million people, not just as representatives of the nations, but as partners in shaping Southeast Asia's collective future. The ASEAN today echo ASEAN's founding values: unity and diversity, cooperation over division, and belief that together we are stronger. Now, as they take their seats for the upcoming session, let us take this moment to reflect
Distinguished
on the
guests,
significance
please
of their
rise for the
presence.
ASEAN anthem. Thank you. Please be seated.
And do join us in giving a warm round of applause to the talented children, singers, and the dedicated choir directors for that truly inspiring performance.
The rendition of the ASEAN anthem, The ASEAN Way, was proudly presented by the graceful children from the Malaysian Federation of the Deaf and the young KL singers.
Your Majesty, heads of state and government of ASEAN and Timor-Leste, heads of state and government of guests, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to the opening ceremony of the 47th ASEAN Summit, held under the theme of Malaysia's ASEAN chairmanship for 2025, Inclusivity and Sustainability.
Distinguished guests, we are now privileged to invite the Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia and Chair of ASEAN 2025 to deliver his opening address and officiate the 47th ASEAN Summit and related summits.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dan salam sejahtera. Your Majesty, heads of state, governments of ASEAN and Timor-Leste, head of state and government guests, excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the government and the people of Malaysia, I sincerely welcome Your Majesty, ASEAN leaders, guests of the chair, Secretary General Guterres, EU President, President Brazil, Lula, Ramaphosa of South Africa, Mark Carney of Canada, to join us here in Kuala Lumpur at the 47th ASEAN Summit. When Malaysia assumed the ASEAN chairmanship, we certainly recognize the magnitude of responsibility before us. Leadership is never a matter of routine. It is a matter of choice to define priorities, to renew ASEAN's sense of purpose, and chart a course worthy of our people's hopes. 2025 is a year that asks and demands more of us. The world feels unsettled, the old order no longer certain, the new one not yet defined. Across regions, we see rising contestation of growing uncertainty. These crosswinds test not only our economies, but our collective resolve to keep faith in cooperation, to believe that understanding and dialogue can still prevail in a divided age. And yet, amid these trials, ASEAN endures. Our strength lies not in conformity, but in the conviction that respect and reason still bind us together. Later, and once chosen, can reshape the future of nations. Thank you, Prime Minister Thailand and Prime Minister Cambodia. The ASEAN Community Vision 2045, adopted here in May, speaks of who we aspire to be and challenges us to make these aspirations real. It calls on us to strengthen ASEAN's unity and centrality, to pursue growth that is both resilient and fair, and to safeguard the welfare of generations to come. Timor-Leste's historic admission into ASEAN today gives new meaning to that vision. Congratulations again to President Ramos Horta, Prime Minister Zadana Gusmao. Its place here completes the ASEAN family, reaffirming our shared destiny and deep sense of regional kinship. Within this community, Timor-Leste's development and its strategic autonomy will find firm and lasting support. Your Majesty, Excellencies, distinguished guests, as chair this year, I ought first to recognize the support, understanding of my colleagues, the leaders of ASEAN. Through that, we are able to realign our priorities to keep the association resilient, relevant, and responsive to the times. Together with fellow member states, we have worked to foster the conditions for peace in Myanmar. We know this requires patience and persistence and an honest appreciation of the realities on the ground. Guided by the 5-point consensus, ASEAN has drawn on every available channel and partner to reduce violence and ease the humanitarian crisis. But lasting peace cannot be imposed. It must be Myanmar-owned and Myanmar-led. Only then will the reconciliation endure. The relative peace and prosperity that ASEAN has enjoyed for nearly 6 decades are not self-sustaining. They must be renewed through cooperation and strengthened by shared purpose. That is why ASEAN is deepening economic linkages, widening trade, and enhancing competitiveness. The upgrade of the ASEAN Trade in Goods Agreement to be launched at this summit will create a more seamless regional market, unlocking scale, efficiency, and opportunity for our businesses and workers alike. We are also advancing the ASEAN Power Grid. The new APG financing facility will help bridge funding gaps and accelerate our transition towards cleaner, more secure energy. In parallel, we are moving forward on the ASEAN Blue Economic Framework and the regional electric vehicle ecosystem, building the foundations of sustainable industry and green growth. With ASEAN's digital economy expected to double to $2 trillion by 2030, we have agreed to fast-track the ASEAN Digital Economic Framework Agreement by 2026. And to ensure technology remains our servant, not our master, we will establish the ASEAN AI Safety Network, AI Safe, to embed ethics, safety, and sound governance in the use of artificial intelligence. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, rising protectionism and shifting supply chains remind us that resilience depends on adaptability. ASEAN must not stand still. We must have the courage to forge new partnerships and the foresight to deepen existing ones. In that spirit, we hosted the second ASEAN GCC and the ASEAN GCC China Summits earlier this year. Tomorrow, we convene the 5th RCEP Leaders Summit, advancing the world's largest free trade area toward its full potential. We also welcome again Brazil and South Africa, guests of the chair, to the 20th East Asia Summit, an important step in widening ASEAN's engagement with the BRICS and the G20 and strengthening our bridge to the global south. The future of ASEAN will not be written by circumstance. It will be written by choice, by the choices we make today. On that note, Your Majesty, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor on behalf of the peoples of Malaysia to declare open the 47th ASEAN Summit and related summits. Terima kasih. Thank you.
Thank you, Dato Sri. May we request that you kindly step forward to the center of the stage for the next part of our program.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed to the ASEAN Prize Award ceremony.
The ASEAN Prize is the region's premier award honoring outstanding individuals or organizations for their inspiring contributions to building a stronger ASEAN community.
This award, initiated by the ASEAN member states, is supported by Temasek Foundation of Singapore and Yayasan Hasanah of Malaysia. We now invite His Excellency Dr. Kao Kim Horn, Secretary General of ASEAN, to accompany Dato Sri on stage for the ASEAN Prize Award ceremony. Distinguished guests, we are pleased to announce the winner of this year's ASEAN Prize is Union of Youth Federations of Cambodia. Congratulations!
May I now invite Her Excellency Dam Darini, Vice President of the Union of Youth Federations of Cambodia, to head on stage to receive the ASEAN Prize Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, founded in 1978, the Union of Youth Federations of Cambodia is the nation's largest youth organization with over 300,000 members dedicated to volunteerism and national development.
Today, UYFC continues to promote cultural pride, ASEAN solidarity, and global friendship, nurturing a new generation devoted to unity and service to their nation.
Once again, a big round of applause. Congratulations to the Union of Youth Federations, Cambodia.
Thank you, Excellency Hun Mani and Excellency Secretary General of ASEAN. You may kindly return to your seats. Dato Sri, once again, you are requested to remain on stage for our next event.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now wish to invite all ASEAN leaders and the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste to proceed on stage for the signing ceremony of the Declaration on the Admission of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste into the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN.
Your Majesty, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, the signing ceremony will begin with the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Chair of ASEAN.
Next, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Philippines.
His Majesty, the Sultan of Brunei Darussalam.
His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Indonesia.
His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Laos, People's Democratic Republic.
His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Republic of Singapore.
His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Thailand.
His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam.
His Excellency the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Republic of the Union of Myanmar.
And His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste.
With the spirit of solidarity in the air, thank you, Your Majesty and Your Excellencies. We now invite all our ASEAN leaders to please move forward to the center of the stage for a photo opportunity. We are humbled and proud to be a part of history in the making. Members of the media, this is your first photo moment. In 3, 2, 1. Next is the customary handshake. The ASEAN way, please. Right hand over left. For a second photo moment. 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Your Excellencies. May I now invite all ASEAN leaders and Permanent Secretary to take 3 steps forward to the center of the stage.
Next, distinguished guests, may I now invite all guests of the chair on the stage for a photo opportunity. Please welcome the President of the Federative Republic of Brazil,
the President of the European Council,
the President of Republic of South Africa,
the Prime Minister of Canada,
the President of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste,
and last but not least, the United Nations Secretary General. And for this official photo, we shall do it the ASEAN way. Right hand over left in solidarity. Ladies and gentlemen, let there be peace and harmony. A big round of applause. Your photo moment in 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Excellencies. You may kindly return to your seats. And once again, may I now invite the Prime Minister of Malaysia, as well as the President and the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste to remain on stage.
Once again, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, as well as the President and the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste on the stage. An emotional moment Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to invite His Excellency Dr. Kao Kim Hoon, Secretary General of ASEAN, to once again proceed to the stage to receive the signed declaration from the Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Next, we would like to invite the Honorable Prime Minister to hand over the signed declaration to the Secretary General of ASEAN.
A big round of applause. Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister. And now, the moment we've been waiting for. It is time to officially place the Timor-Leste flag onto the stage, joining the other flags of ASEAN member states.
Distinguished guests, it is now official. Timor-Leste is the 11th member of ASEAN.
To the Honorable Prime Minister, please remain on stage. Meanwhile, Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia and Your Excellencies, you may return to your seats. Our Honorable Prime Minister of Timor-Leste, please remain on stage. Kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri Malaysia, to the Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia, and to Your Excellency, we would like to invite you back to your seat.
Distinguished guests, this is truly a milestone moment for the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste. And on that note, it is now our honor to welcome the Honorable Khairala Shanana Gusmao, Prime Minister of Timor-Leste, to deliver his remarks as the 11th member of ASEAN.
Your Majesty, Your Excellencies, Chair of ASEAN, Excellencies, ASEAN leaders, Excellency, the President of the Republic of Timor-Leste, Excellency, Secretary General of the United Nations, Excellency, President of the European Union, Excellency, President of Brazil, Excellency, the President of Republic South Africa, Excellency, guests of the Chair, National Parliament, the members of the National Parliament of Timor-Leste here, Excellency, Secretary General of ASEAN, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Today, history is made. Timor-Leste has been admitted as the 11th member state of ASEAN. For the people of Timor-Leste, this is not only a dream realized, but a powerful affirmation of our journey, when marked by resilience, determination, and hope. For ASEAN, it is the continuation of a vision, a truly united family of nations, bound together by shared values, common aspirations, and collective destiny. On behalf of the government and people of Timor-Leste, I extend our deepest gratitude to all ASEAN member states, to the ASEAN Chair, the ASEAN Secretariat, and our dialogue partners. Your trust, encouragement, and unwavering solidarity have made this historic day possible. Our path to membership has been long and purposeful. Since we applied in 2011, We have prepared our institutions, reformed our policies, and strengthened our readiness, guided by the wisdom, support, and patience of ASEAN and its partners. Our accession is a testament to the spirit of our people, a young democracy born from struggle, now embracing a new era of collaboration and growth within one of the world's most dynamic regions. Today, ASEAN reaffirms its vitality and its inclusivity. Timor-Leste joins with humility and with pride, fully embracing the core values of ASEAN: mutual respect, peaceful cooperation, unity in diversity, and regional solidarity. We see ASEAN membership as both as natural affiliation, rooted in our culture and geography, and a strategic imperative for our nation's future. Timor-Leste enters ASEAN with full commitment to its charter, ready to be a constructive, peaceful and ensure that no one is left behind. For Timor-Leste, this new beginning brings immense opportunities in trade, investment, education, and the digital economy. We are ready to learn, to innovate, and to uphold good governance, strengthening our institutions as we walk together toward sustainable development. This is not the end of a journey. This is the beginning of an inspiring new chapter. Together, we will advance the ASEAN Community Vision 2045, a peaceful, prosperous, resilient, and people-centered ASEAN, with Timor-Leste as an active contributor. On this day of pride and celebration, I speak not only as a Prime Minister on behalf of the President of the Republic of Timor-Leste and all Timorese people, but now as a fellow member of the ASEAN family. Thank you very, very much.
And thank you, Honorable Prime Minister of Timor-Leste, for those insightful remarks. Please, we'd like to invite you back to your seats.
Once again, congratulations, the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste, for their inclusion into ASEAN today.
Timor-Leste, welcome to the ASEAN family. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now so pleased to present a performance by Malaysia's renowned sape performer, Miss Alena Murang, and Malaysia's leading dance fusion ensemble, delivering a compelling artistic statement on unity and transformation.
This showcase highlights the connection between our shared heritage and the opportunities presented by the digital era. It recognizes the diversity, creativity, and resilience of the human spirit, demonstrating how we can stand together as one community of ASEAN. We embrace a future defined by intelligence, connectivity, and progress.
Please, distinguished guests, feast your eyes and your ears as we present to you this bedazzling performance.
Distinguished guests, a warm round of applause to the talented performers for that truly outstanding performance.
Those immersive visuals beautifully captured ASEAN's collective journey, rooted in identity, yet boldly embracing the future, reflecting a region proud of its past and empowered for what lies ahead.
Your Majesty, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, with that, the 47th ASEAN Summit and related summits are officially open.
We wish all delegations successful summits ahead. Terima kasih and thank you.
Announcing the departure of the Honorable Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia, accompanied by our ASEAN leaders and guests of the chair.
Once again, we thank you for sharing this momentous occasion with us.
We kindly request that all other guests remain at your seats to allow the heads of state and government of ASEAN, as well as guests of the chair, to exit the plenary hall first. Distinguished guests, thank you for your cooperation. My name is Naz Rahman.
And I'm Shani Iman Lee.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce myself. I am the official commentator for the International Broadcasting Centre, IBC, and International Media Centre, IMC, throughout the ASEAN Summit proceedings. We sincerely apologize to our delegations from Indonesia and to all our distinguished guests for the earlier error in announcing the name of the President of Indonesia. It was an unintended mistake and we deeply regret any offense and confusion it may have caused. We hold the people and leadership of Indonesia in the highest regard and we appreciate your kind understanding over this oversight. We wish to formally and warmly acknowledge His Excellency of Indonesia, Prabowo Subianto, the President of the Republic of Indonesia. As a founding member of ASEAN and the region's largest democracy, continues to play a pivotal role in shaping ASEAN's identity, to regional security and global partnerships. Under President Prabowo's leadership, to Indonesia's enduring commitment to ASEAN's unity and strategic vision remains steadfast. We extend our warmest welcome to Your Excellency, President Prabowo Subianto. For Timor-Leste gaining independence in 2002, it has shown unwavering determination to be part of the ASEAN family, engaging actively in regional cooperation, capacity building and dialogue. And today, that aspiration has been realized. A heartfelt congratulations to the government of people of Timor-Leste. This itself marks a new chapter in ASEAN's journey, one that brings new voices, fresh perspective, and a renewed commitment to regional peace, prosperity, and shared progress. Let us all recognize the collective efforts of ASEAN member states and Timor-Leste's leadership in reaching this momentous occasion. Selamat datang, Timor-Leste, and once again, congratulations.
哎，你回来了。
在门口围了很多人，不知道是在采访谁，我也不认识。
Datang ke?
Dia nak buat ni.
Ada sikit je kot orang potong. Dia tak nampak je putas. Tak ada lah benda tu. Dia lompat. Dia tak ada pukul tinggi tau. Dia sampai 700. Macam ni lah. Sebab dia tak keluar. Dengan dia yang makan.
Tu dia main ujung kan. Betul lah.
Keluar bila masuk. Bila lah. Kalau salah dia.
Dia tak jalan dia.
Main kau awak tadi tau. Main kat pahai dia ni happy je. Apa dia kata? Oh, itu orang pengantuk orang apa tu?
Tak main ni orang itu ah.
Oh.
Tidak tanya apa.
Bayang ke makan aku ni. Dia dengar aku tengok. Dia dengar kan.
Aku sudah beli discurso
Bawa dah abang. Belum nak sekolah dia tu.
mau sambut ini masalah.
Dah lah. Bikin ke import saja.
Hey, hi. How are you?
Então tá, vamos indo para lá, estaremos lá e vamos mandar informações.
وقف القطار كان الامير يعطينا نكمل المحور.
Ini terpenuh ataupun yang tersedia biasa kita distribusi.
Ada pilih. Tidak dalam harapan.
first one.
Tadi mau di sini.
and carries a historic moment captured last year at Complex Kuala Lumpur International Airport. A warm handshake just now between Prime Minister and President of the United States. And now both leaders, Prime Minister Qiang and President Donald Trump, walk side by side along the red carpet here at Complex Kuala. It is a graceful moment of diplomacy, a gesture of friendship that speaks of mutual respect between ASEAN, Malaysia, and the United States. Following the ceremonial honors, Prime Minister Qiang is introducing President Donald Trump to members of the Malaysian cabinet and senior government officials gathered here at the Complex Kuala. It is a scene filled with significance, a contingent of leadership, experience and vision. And for Malaysia and ASEAN, this meeting represents continuity and confidence in global diplomacy. For the United States, it confirms the strength of friendship and cooperation with a steadfast partner in Southeast Asia. And the exchange between the two leaders is warm, sense unity. You can see the mutual respect, a reflection of Malaysia's diplomatic grace and the American spirit of engagement. Moments like this, though brief, carry the weight of decades of partnership and the promise of future collaboration. And what a wonderful sight we are witnessing right now at Complex Kuala in red light performance. President Donald Trump has joined Malaysian dancers moving to the cheerful rhythm of the ensemble. Spontaneous steps of goodwill that instantly lights up the ceremony. Another Milan and desktop, bringing together, today, a day that celebrates friendship, partnership, and mutual respect between Malaysia, ASEAN, and the United States of America. Just a reminder that every gesture, every smile, and every shared moment on the great carpet carries the quality of people standing between our two nations. From the grand arrival of Air Force One to the cultural welcome, Malaysia has once again shown the world the grace and warmth that define our diplomacy. This month was an official visit plus the beginning of new chapter in Malaysia-US relationship, one built on respect, cooperation, and shared aspiration for peace and prosperity. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the formalities here at Costa come to a close. How are you? Where Dr. talks and further engagement will take place throughout the day. From Complex Raya, that's all for now, and we shall see that the motorcade and the official car of the Prime Minister of Malaysia and the President of the United States, Donald Trump, will be making its way to Kuala Lumpur Convention Center. And that's all for now from Complex Raya.
Bukan masuk lagi. Kita 11, 10, 20 memang kita 3 lebih. Tapi kita kau cakap tahu kau apa dah. Ya. Ya.
It's 45 minutes after.
Yeah, so is it responsibility like who will be inside until the end?
Kalau tak sacrifice 8 minit.
And Vincent also, please.
了解です。ちょっと待ってください。これ今大丈夫そうなので、これで行かせてもらっていいですか？マイナスワン用。はい。中継連絡はさっきの私の予定通り。はい。はい。これ、このままつないどいてもいいですか？あ、じゃあ V 級からかけ直す。はい。はい、わかりました。はい、からです。は
Tak tahu saya.
Paano talaga yung device ko? Nakapasa dulo yung plate, oh. Tapang mo yun.
Kay Sisi.
Saan sila? Sorry.
Dito. Nandun sa hotel. $5 per hour yun.
Oh my God. Ay, friendship na lang.
A stable, looking ahead, ASEAN is committed to driving forward reforms and initiatives that would ensure that the region will remain future ready.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency, Prime Minister of Canada.
The Honourable Mark Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada. Now, his presence today marks a strong reaffirmation of Canada's enduring partnership with ASEAN. Canada itself has long supported ASEAN's vision of a peaceful, inclusive and rules-based regional order. As a key dialogue partner, Canada continues to collaborate with ASEAN in various areas, such as climate resilience, economic innovation, digital transformation, and people-to-people connectivity. Prime Minister Carney brings with him a wealth of global leadership experience, and his participation today in the summit, signaling Canada's ongoing commitment to deeper cooperation with Southeast Asia. Now, beyond economics, ASEAN serves as a crucial platform for addressing complex regional challenges. It has transformed from a loose association into a cohesive community with far-reaching influence, not only within the region but also on the global stage. It has successfully fostered economic integration through initiatives such as the ASEAN Economic Community to the ASEAN Summit itself, enabling a greater thread, investment and connectivity among member countries. The ASEAN Way, emphasizing consultation, consensus and non-interference. It will continue to be a guiding principle that allows member states to navigate complex regional issues together. With its commitment to regional integration, it has driven economic growth, enabling millions to benefit from expanded markets across border and improved connectivity.
Of His Excellency, President of the European Council.
We extend a very warm welcome to President António Costa, representing the European Union, long-standing and strategic partner of ASEAN. Now, the EU-ASEAN relationship is built on shared values, sustainability, to human development, and a deep commitment to peace and rules-based international order. As one of ASEAN's earliest dialogue partners, the European Union continues to play a crucial role in advancing regional cooperation through green transition, connectivity, trade, digital innovation. President Costa's presence today reaffirms the EU's commitment to ASEAN centrality and its strategic engagement in the Indo-Pacific. Let us welcome the Honourable President of the European Council as he joins us for this important occasion. Strengthening ASEAN's collective voice as the global stage is enhancing its ability to advocate for rules-based international order, mutual respect, and peaceful dispute resolution. With ASEAN strategic partnerships with various countries across the continents, demonstrating its evolving role as a hub for international cooperation and multilateralism. Now, the spirit of ASEAN transcends beyond politics, fostering cultural exchange and mutual understanding that build bridges among peoples and nations. Now, today's celebrations will reaffirm ASEAN's dedication to combating the transnational challenges from cyber crime and pandemics to terrorism and human trafficking. As global dynamics shift, ASEAN's balanced approach between major powers helps maintain peace and prevent conflict in the region. Enshrines the commitment of member states to peaceful resolution of disputes and adherence to international law. With digital economies rising, ASEAN is focused on strengthening cyber security and promoting digital literacy across the region. Now, with the inclusion of Timor-Leste as a prospective member, signals ASEAN's openness and willingness to grow stronger and more inclusive, reflecting the expanding horizons of regional cooperation.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency, President of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste.
The Honorable Jose Maria Perez, the head of government of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste. We warmly welcome the Honorable Jose Maria, representing Timor-Leste, a nation that continues to make meaningful strides in its journey towards full ASEAN membership.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency, President of the Republic of Indonesia.
Now, the Honorable Host's participation at the summit signals not just a diplomatic presence, but a growing and enduring partnership that will strengthen the ASEAN's community in the years to come. His Excellency Joko Widodo, the President of the Republic of Indonesia. Now, as the world's third largest democracy and a founding member of ASEAN, Indonesia continues to be a central voice in ASEAN's geopolitical identity and global engagement. Welcome, Your Excellency. Indonesia has consistently played a pivotal role in shaping the strategic direction of the region. With its vast reach to dynamic economy and enduring commitment to multilateralism, Indonesia actually remains a cornerstone of ASEAN's centrality, unity, and international engagement. Championing as ASEAN's collective voice on the global stage, advocated for regional resilience, and reinforced the importance of inclusive development. President Joko Widodo. We're currently extending warm and respectful welcome to each leader as they step forward to represent the nation on the important regional stage. Witnessing the arrival of these 16 leaders, whose presence today signifies not only their commitment to ASEAN's vision, but also the importance of deepening ties in an increasingly interconnected world.
Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, before we proceed, we kindly invite leaders of ASEAN to proceed to the stage for a group photo session. Thank you. We kindly invite the representative of Vietnam to proceed to the stage for a group photo session. Thank you. Excellencies, allow me to count in 3, 2, 1. Excellencies, you're kindly requested to remain on stage for our next event. Honorable ASEAN leaders, excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, we now arrive at one of the key highlights of today's proceedings, which is the handing over of the second protocol to amend the ASEAN Trade in Goods Agreement. Landscape. Honorable Senator Tengku Datuk Sri Utama Zafrul Tengku Abdul Aziz, the chair of the AFTA Council, together with His Excellency Dr. Kao Kim Horn, Secretary General of ASEAN, to the stage for the handover ceremony and to be witnessed by the ASEAN leaders. May I invite His Excellency the Honorable Senator Tengku Datuk Sri Utama Zafrul Tengku Abdul Aziz, the Chair of AFTA Council, to hand over the second protocol to amend the ASEAN Trade in Goods Agreement, ATIGA, to His Excellency the Secretary General of ASEAN. Thank you very much, Excellencies. You may kindly take your seats. Honorable ASEAN leaders, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, may I invite the Honorable Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia and Chair of ASEAN, to deliver his opening remarks and proceed with the meeting. With that, Datuk Sri, the floor is yours.
No, thank you, Your Majesty, Excellencies. We begin the plenary session of the summit. But first, on behalf of my colleagues, let me express our deepest condolences to the ASEAN family on the passing of Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother of Thailand. And thank you, special thanks to Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul for taking the trouble to come here, having to leave again and come back tonight. I mean, only a young man can do that. And welcome again to Excellency Zanana Gusmao, Prime Minister Timor-Leste, to his full-fledged ASEAN Summit today. My pleasure too to welcome guests of the chair to this plenary session. Right Honourable Mark Carney, Prime Minister of Canada. We use a very much English tradition, right honourable. I don't know why not left. Excellency António Costa, President of the European Council. And our dear Madam Kristalina Georgieva, Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund. Now, our privilege this year is based on the theme inclusivity and sustainability. And it comes at a defining moment as we confront regional challenges geopolitical uncertainty, and growing geoeconomic fragmentation. Now, we have upgraded ASEAN Trade in Goods Agreement, ATIGA, and it is certainly a decisive step forward. The signing of ASEAN-China Free Trade Area 3.0 on 28th October will mark a new chapter in our partnership. Beyond ASEAN Plus One framework, we are accelerating the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, the world's largest free trade pact. We will host the 5th RCEP Leaders Summit tomorrow to give a new momentum to this implementation. May I now request politely the members of the media to adjourn for tea or coffee. Yes. Please, I don't want the coffee to get cold. Terima kasih. Kak Pungka, thank you. Earlier, I made this remark of special thanks to Prime Minister António for taking the trouble. We appreciate this. But I must also say this, that during my chairmanship, I must give special recognition, thanks to Your Highness, Tunku Sultan of Brunei, for his invaluable advice. All along, from the beginning, I went to seek his advice because no one has that experience of sitting down to all these plenary sessions of ASEAN. I also benefited immensely from Sanae of Laos because of the previous chair. Laos was very cooperative with us, but more so to President Prabowo Subianto and Indonesia, because you've been a great friend, very helpful, very supportive in all our endeavors to conduct the affairs of ASEAN. Now, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as for the tradition, we will first invite the guests of the chair, and we begin with the Prime Minister of Canada.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister, for that introduction, for your hospitality, and for your leadership in this vital forum at this historic time, and your leadership over the years and going forward. Your Royal Highness, Your Excellencies, it is an honor to be here. I chose this summit and this visit to Malaysia as my first trip as Prime Minister to Asia for a reason. And that is, like ASEAN, Canada values sustainability and inclusivity in everything we do. And I felt as I walked in to the summit, as I
We come from diverse locations,